you as physiotherapist and Pilates instructor. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about neck pain and some stretches, some advice, and some exercises to try and correct it and prevent it. There are a couple of very easy stretches that one can do for your neck because most of the time we get quite tight here and coming up the sides. So, taking your one hand, my right hand, I'm going to put it under my bottom. So I'm going to sit in it. You can do this in a chair or on the floor. I'm now going to look towards my opposite hip, so my left hip. I'm going to look down. And gently, taking my hand on the back of my head, your elbow should be in line with your nose. I'm just going to gently pull it down till I feel a stretch. In this position, I can also slightly rotate my head to where I want to where I feel the most stretch. And then you hold that there for 30 seconds. Another stretch which feels lovely on the neck is gently taking the back of the head with both hands and very gently pulling the neck down so your chin goes down into your chest. And just holding it there. You should feel the stretch along the back of the neck. I'll show you from the side, but very gently pulling the chin down onto the chest and just holding it there. For neck pain, for muscular neck pain, a really good thing to do is use a wheat bag or a happy hugger. This is mine, I got it from the local chemist. Put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes and then you rest it around your neck. Bringing fresh blood to the area helps relax the muscles and helps get all the blood flowing, and any inflammation that's there helps get that out. If you've got a headache or if your neck is very acutely sore, like sometimes at the back of your head, it just is throbbing, then I find an ice pack works really nicely. Lying on it, put it at the back of your head and just lie on it. So it gets this top part of your neck here, which is where your headaches generally come from. So if I've got a headache, I struggle with my neck myself. If I've got a really bad headache, I lie on some ice for 10 to 15 minutes. If I'm just feeling tight and stiff, then I'll use the heat for about 15-20 minutes. After that is a good time to do the stretches after the heat. If you've got a very bad headache and you've iced it, I wouldn't stretch. I wouldn't overdo anything. I would just keep your head quite still and lie down if you can. The neck generally, if you get very bad neck pain, headaches, at about 3-4 in the afternoon is when your neck starts getting very tired because you've been standing all day and the head's quite heavy on your neck. So if you're able to, try and get a 15-20 minute lie down, preferably if you're doing your ice with it, and just try and rest the head, try and let it settle, try and let it relax. This next exercise is for your deep neck flexors. So to try and stop your upper trapezius muscles, those big muscles that get very tense and sore, to try and stop them from overworking, you need your deep neck flexors, which are your stabilizing muscles of the neck, to work. So for this exercise, you start with lying down on your back. In this position, you're going to very gently nod your chin down. So you just gently tuck your chin in, not too much like that, just a little bit. You almost think of sliding. If you've got a ponytail, you can pull your ponytail, sliding the back of the head up the mat a little bit. Now in this position, with your chin gently tucked, you're going to push the back of your head into the mat. You want to make sure you don't get these muscles popping out. So you can rest your hand there, tuck your chin, and push your head back. And you hold it for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. It's a very small, simple movement, but this really helps get those muscles starting to fire and help support your neck. What you've got to be careful of is not to get these muscles popping out. So when you're lying back relaxing and you're touching these muscles, make sure they're not firing. If they are, you're pushing too hard or you've tucked your chin in too much. Another nice, just very simple mobility exercise more for the neck is rolling the neck side to side. Now you'll often see people rolling their head 360 degrees round, and this actually isn't great for the neck because when it's at the back you can pinch muscles and nerves. So I would start by looking over your one shoulder, gently rolling your chin all the way down onto your chest to the other side, and then back. And you do that about 10 times. If you've got a neck injury and you really are struggling and it's stiff and sore, I always advise my clients every hour to do some neck mobility exercises. Gentle, just looking side to side, all within your pain limit. Nothing must be sore. If you can only get to there, perfect, stop. Don't push into pain. And also up and down. Again, very gently and just within your limits. If the joints are stiff and stuck, they actually need that normal movement to help with the sort of sliding and gliding of the joints and the muscles to relax any muscle spasm and actually to help get rid of inflammation. So every hour, try and move your neck side to side, rolling it, do some of these exercises I've suggested. The cue for heat or ice, and this is a big thing, if it's very acutely sore, if you've got a very hot, inflamed neck and it's feeling like it's giving you a headache, I would ice. If it's feeling stiff and achy and like a bit old and crunchy, then I would use the heat.